Hey creative, what's up? It's your girl Jamila and welcome back to my laboratory. So today I'm super excited for today's tutorial because I'm going to show you how I blinged out this shirt. Of course, everything I use will be listed below in the description box of this video. And if you like this video, you learned something new, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and make sure that bell notification's on so you don't miss any of my upcoming craft tutorials.
Creative. So to start off, this is the bling template that we're going to be using today, and it is from craftableThings.com, and of course those will be listed for you in the description box of this video. So we're just going to go ahead and grab that and you'll download it. Now I'm going to be using my Siser Juliet for this project, so I'll be designing in Leonardo Design Space, but this same method works on your Cricut, your Silhouette, whatever cutting machine that you have. Okay, so once we have our, let me find it. Go. So in the file that you download, it does come with cutting instructions. Basically just giving you the measurements and giving you the pressing order, or the suggested pressing order. Okay, so you can do it like this, or you can do like the ombre scattered design, whichever you want to do. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is go ahead and import this into Leonardo. I'm hit Control I on the keyboard and I'm going to bring it in. Just hit open. It's editable artwork. Hit apply. So I want to make sure that it's selected, and I'm going to go over here and check the dimensions. Okay, so go back to our PDF. It should be 10.784. Go back over here, and right here, and right here it does say 10.784 for our width, and our height is 9.767, and again it matches. So that is the only thing we really need to do. Okay, so we're not going to make any adjustments. We're just going to make sure that our dimensions are correct. If your dimensions aren't correct, you'll enter the dimensions that are needed, and then you'll just go ahead and send your design. Make sure hit send, and see it separates it by color. Now I just kind of, you see how it starts way over here at the edge? I just kind of move my over just a little bit. Also, I need to switch to cutting mat. Just move it over just a little bit from the edge, from the top and bottom edge. Okay, just so my design doesn't get like cut off or anything. Do not mirror. Okay, you want to cut it just like this. If you're using a rhinestone flock, we're going to cut it just like this. Okay, so everything is look good, so we'll just go ahead now and head over to our machine and cut everything out. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut each piece of flock the size of each word for this project. I'm using my cutting mat and ruler to keep my lines straight. Now this is my first time using this brand of flock. It's a little thicker than my normal one, but I like it. And since it is a little bit thicker than the normal brand, I'm going to go ahead and cut off an extra piece so that I can test my cut settings. Because nothing's worse than completing a project only to find out it didn't cut correctly. So when placing a flock on the mat, just make sure that everything is nice and smooth. Leave the backing on and place the blue side up, or there's different color flocks, so blue, purple, pink. Just place the color side up. And before I go ahead and cut my whole project, I'm going to go ahead and use the test cut feature on my Juliet to figure out which force is best. And I ended up using a force of 55. So depending on how exposed your blade is, 55 might work for you as well. Okay, so you might need to go up or go down, just depending on how exposed your blade is. But once I have my cut settings down, I'll just go ahead and load my material. And y'all, look how close to the edge I can get with my Juliet. I love that. Okay, it really comes in handy when I'm on like my last piece of vinyl and I don't have any room for mistakes. So I be like trying to get as close to the edge as possible to make sure I have enough room for my project. Now, this did take a little while to cut out. I can't really tell you how long because I was just doing other stuff, but it wasn't long. It wasn't like no super crazy amount of time to cut. Plus, you can adjust the speed of Juliet anyway, but I had it on a speed of 10, so it's like, the regular speed. Not too fast, not too slow, okay? And look how good that weeded out. I had a few straggling dots that didn't want to come out all the way, but honestly, I think for the amount of cutting and things that I had to do, these were really good peels. I had very minimum work to do myself. So for the pieces that didn't come off, I just took some tweezers and just plucked them off. You can also use tape. I just didn't have any like masking tape, painter's tape, even regular scotch tape. I guess, like just depending on how many dots you have left or whatnot. But yeah, I just took some tweezers and was able to get them off like that.
So I'm just gonna take this Dollar Tree cutting mat and I'm gonna place all of my little pieces onto here.
So yeah, once everything is like peeled and you got all your extra dots off, I'm using this Dollar Tree cutting mat, but you can also put it on, I mean, any flat surface will suffice. I've also put it on cardstock when I don't have these mats in hand, okay? And you guys, everything I use will be in the description box of this video.
Things about one of my favorite things about my heat press is I actually I'm able to do like some preset savings. So I go right over here and hit parameters, check parameters list, and I already have one for bling. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm using the babies. Y'all know Eve, the baby's booty bling. Wow, that is a tongue twister. So her directions say 350 for 12 seconds. And I actually already have that set right here. So I just hit apply and bam. Isn't that so nice? I'm gonna take some of my like the heat transfer thing and measure it to size and cut off a piece the size of the templates. And this is reusable, so I'm just going to use this one piece for the whole project, basically. So we'll do that. And for this project, I'm using, and of course, everything will be listed in the description box of this video, but I'm using Chrystal Golden, Aurum, Dorado, and Chrystal, of course. Off with the darks. So the darks is going to be the outline, and according to the instructions that came with the PDF, supposed to do the outline first, then the inside, then we could put the rest of the words. So that's just where we're going to go ahead and start off with.
So I'm just going to do a nice even layer of stones and use my edge painter's brush to fill everything in.
Majority of the holes are filled in. I'm just gonna a few extra pieces that don't belong or didn't get in there. Just gonna take my tweezers and just fill those in.
And again, guys, everything I use will be linked in the description box of this video. And if you're enjoying this video so far, you've learned something new, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, drop a diamond in the comment section if you're enjoying this blinged out tutorial. So once I have all the stones in the hole and everything is transferred, I'm just going to go ahead and use that heat transfer tape and pick up my stones, right? And I just lay it down, smooth it out, make sure all the stones are adhered. Now, when you first take the sheet off, it is like for a brand new sheet, sometimes it is a little staticky. So I just kind of rub that static off on like my shorts or, some pants or something like that, just to kind of get rid of that static. Now, I went ahead and layered the design while I was already done versus pressing each layer on the heat press. I kind of messed up my B a little bit doing that, so I should have just layered it on the shirt, then picked up the other set. But hey, you live and you learn, okay? So since I'm doing the back of this shirt, I decided to go 6 inches down. But when I put it on, I was like, maybe I could have went like 4 inches down, and that would have been fine. I wanted it a little bit higher than it was, but 6 inches isn't bad. Okay, so I mean, I would play with either 4 to 6 inches for the placement. And so once I have it, I creased the shirt in the middle so I could have my center line, and I also gently folded the design in the middle as well so that I can match those centers up and place it on a shirt. And remember, we're doing 350 degrees for 12 seconds with the rhinestones that I'm using. And y'all, just look how it's shining already. And I just repeated the same process for the whole design. Now I did the back, and then I decided to go ahead and add some text to the front and to the sleeve as well. And y'all, when I tell y'all I'm obsessed with the way that this came out, I wore this shirt and I got so many compliments. People were literally stopping me everywhere I went to tell me how nice it looked and telling me they could see me across the parking lot. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Shout out to all my Libras. 10/16 will be my birthday. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later.